everyone, welcome to another cool car video. Before we begin, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Now that we're in 2021, and the whole new decade and stuff, we've already started seeing some really incredible cars, like the Shelby GT500 pictured here. But let's ponder a rather weird question. For almost the same price, which would you buy? A 2021 Shelby GT500 Mustang or a Porsche 718 Cayman? Well, guess what? We're about to find out. This is one of the craziest comparisons I've ever done, but it actually sort of makes sense. I mean, if you want a Porsche to show off, go fast, go for it. However, if you want a car which makes a crazy amount of noise, go for the Mustang. So, in this video, we'll be seeing the ups and downs of both vehicles. And if you've got $70,000 to blow on a car, what should you buy? Let's get started. In comparison videos like these, numbers are literally everything. Let's start by taking a look at the Porsche. So the Porsche has 300 horsepower for $71,000? Anyone getting a little off here? 300 horsepower? 300 horsepower. Yes, you heard me right, 300. 3 and then 2 zeros. Yeah, 300 horsepower. We were getting that much from Evos 10 years ago. And this is a Porsche. A Porsche. Top speed. Hopefully the good folks at Stuttgart have got the top speed right. Right? 273 kilometers an hour or 170 miles an hour. $71,000 for 300 horsepower and just over 270 kilometers an hour of speed. I mean, it's very expensive, and it's giving you those stats. I mean, well, I guess a Porsche is a Porsche, but I don't really see the point of this. I mean, sure, it's a cool car to show off with. I mean, 300 horsepower and 170 miles an hour of top speed is obviously nothing to laugh at. It's still very good, but it's definitely nothing to shout about. So, with relatively disappointing stats from our Porsche 718 Cayman, let's move on to the other challenger, the 2021 Shelby Mustang. So, the 2021 Shelby GT500 Mustang was launched in 2019 and was highly anticipated. So when the car finally rolled around, let's say we were not disappointed. Let's look at the numbers. 760 horsepower from a Mustang. From a Mustang. That's just amazing. Top speed, 180 miles an hour or 290 kilometers per hour. And now those are some stats. For just around the same price as the Porsche, you could get this. It's no Porsche, but it's faster, it's got more power, and in my opinion, it kind of looks better. So, kind of comes down to brand preferences. You could have a Porsche that makes around the same amount of horsepower as most SUVs, or a proper supercar killer. Let's look at decent sense here. Anyone with good sense, in my opinion, would go for the Mustang. And I think if you're in a buying scenario between these cars, go for the Mustang. Don't waste your money on a car that makes around the same horsepower as, like a Tahoe or something. So, yeah. But we're not done yet. Let's look at the engines. In the Mustang, 5.2 liter V8, cranking out 760 horsepower. And it's just astonishing how they did it. And, it's a Mustang, and it costs around the same as the Porsche. Meanwhile, in the Porsche, you have a 2-liter 4-cylinder, which makes 300 horsepower, for the same price as the Mustang with the V8. That's just kind of outrageous. As you can see on screen here, that's the Porsche engine. And so, they both got, Porsche doesn't really, but the stats are okay. Both cars have generally pretty good stats. Not really the Porsche, but So I was thinking, let's find out how these cars sound like. So both cars sounded pretty much amazing there. I mean, the Porsche sounded very good for a four-cylinder. I mean, I was not expecting that. And the Mustang just had that regular Mustang sound, although obviously it was even better for the Shelby version. So I guess that kind of concludes today's video. And plus, obviously, if you want to see lap times, you can see them. And I also checked them, and it turns out the Mustang is pretty much better. So yeah, once again, I'll say this again. Obviously, if you want to get the Porsche. I'm not stopping you. But I would just personally recommend that you get the Mustang. It's around the same price, and it gives you much better performance and a better sound. So yeah, that's it. Please subscribe, like the video, and see you next time I make a video. Bye-bye.